Oh, we live. Okay, so it don't give like a 30 second.
Oh
I
wait,
thought
what?
it would do the 30 second thing.
What is
Yeah.
happening right now?
Okay.
No.
So
It just goes
wow,
live.
that's what's up, everybody? Yeah. Yeah. So wow, that sucks. But yeah. So we don't have. I'm going through some technical stuff right now. My laptop is out of whack. So
Cooked.
so yeah. So it might be a little bit before I get everything back online. What's up, Chrissy? But you know, we're here to talk, another movie out of Mika's Madhouse.
I like that.
And it's Freaky Vampires. I mean Fright Night. But we gonna we
Like
gonna
freaky
jump into it. But
vampires.
before we do, these vampires on some listen.
Ain't no freaky
There was
vampires.
one time I had to check and see if I was listen, it was one time I had to check see if I was watching the right movie. I was like, well, this done turned
You
into
better.
some OF stuff. Okay, gotcha, bet.
That man said, "Who are these attractive young kids?"
Mm-hmm. That's another issue I got. But we're gonna talk about that. But anyway, before we get into the movie, before we get into all that, we're gonna go ahead and introduce the show. What's up, everybody? We'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Popcorn in Your Beer podcast. I'm your host, Rashad, along with the crew.
You already know who it is. It's your mistress of horror, the first lady, Mika G.
Mm.
Last but not least, I am the King Moe, aka Shavante Waltavius Leftwood. Uh, yeah, not very proud of this movie being released during my birth year because this is the type time niggas was on. But here we are. Chuck, what's happening?
What it do?
Yep, today is
Yeah.
October 19th. Welcome
So
to another edition of Mika's Matter.
Friday night light. So Friday, I would say Friday night
Fright
lights.
Night.
Friday
Nigga,
Fright
Fright
night.
night. Mhm.
It seemed like it was on a Friday.
directed by Tom Holland.
Not the Tom Holland that plays Spider Man. This dude.
And not his daddy.
If you get your white people confused, and not his daddy, he was not British. I'm gonna go ahead and break down this synopsis for you. Charley Brewster, a horror movie loving teenager, discovers that his new neighbor Jerry Dandridge is actually a vampire. After seeing a suspicious woman entering Jerry's home and later learning those women turn up dead, Charlie becomes convinced that his neighbor is feeding on the town. When he tries to warn his mother, his girlfriend Amy, and his best friend Evil Ed or the police, no one believes him. Jerry, amused but threatening, confronts Charlie and makes it clear forget what he saw or die. With nowhere else to run, Charlie recruits Peter Vincent, a washed up actor who used to play vampire hunters on TV. At first, Vincent thinks Charlie is an fan until he sees the truth for himself. Together, they face Jerry in a desperate nighttime showdown battling mm, hypnosis, transformations, and classic vampire powers, racing the sunrise to stop him before the whole town becomes his feeding ground. What up? What up? What's going on?
Number one, he wasn't
So
after the whole town. He was just after hookers. Women of the night. Men of the
that doesn't
night.
make it better.
Because he did kill a man too.
That doesn't make it better. It doesn't make it better whatsoever. But what also doesn't make this better is that if Charlie would have just minded his business, if he would have just minded his business, if he would have just left everything alone, he would have been all right. He almost lost his girlfriend. Speaking of that, speaking of that, how were you under your mama roof getting cheeks upstairs while she downstairs just chilling?
The 80s.
That's what was going on in the 80s.
Yeah. He lived in a wholesome suburb neighborhood where his mom never believed it. Matter of fact, when they came downstairs, she was like, "Are y'all having a lover's quarrel?"
Oh yeah, mama knew what was going on. That's
Exactly.
what
She
was
knew.
even crazy. Like his mom knew the deets. And still was like, you
Exactly.
know what? I'm gonna give my son some healthy advice. So why is this on your list, Mika? Why is this what makes this movie a classic movie for you?
Because I saw Fright Night when I was like 6 years old. It was on one of those VHS tapes
What?
in between
Hey,
movies.
hey, I need to talk to your parents. I need to talk to somebody.
I'm gonna
I
tell you,
need to talk to
my
whoever
mom
was
gonna laugh
watching
at you.
you when you was.
My mom gonna
I
laugh.
need to talk. I need to talk to Mom Dukes and be like, hey, listen, your daughter has told us some disturbing news of the things that she watched when she was a kid. Now, certain things you just shouldn't be watching. Cause no. Dandridge was definitely clapping up people on screen. And I ain't talking about killing.
I mean, it's there
I
are
be
no
forgetting I forget these
technically
movies.
there are no sex scenes in Fright Night. Is there nudity? Yes. But there are no sex scenes in Fright Night.
That was making the sounds, I'll tell you that much.
I mean, when Dandridge bit Amy, was she? Yes.
Because when well, Amy sound like Amy. That's that. I ain't gonna hold you. That's like because I forgot what I was doing at the time, but like I had I checked like because I heard it out my ear. I was like, wait, what's going on? Why am I hearing these sounds? And I was like,
Thank
oh,
you. Thank
okay,
you, Josh. We didn't have
this is
helicopter
still
parents.
Fright Night. Man, listen, man. Hey, that's probably you know what? That's probably why they started existing. That's probably why. That's probably why I started. That's probably why we started getting helicopter parents because people was like, you know what? We shouldn't be doing this. These kids should not be out here like this. They wild enough. No. What was your favorite scene?
Probably the scene where Jerry kills Evil.
You said where Jerry kills Evil Ed.
Mm-hmm. Because the way it's set up is they set it up so that Charlie couldn't save Evil. And it's because Evil cracked made, he pulled a joke on Charlie and Amy, um pretending that he got bit by Jerry or whatever. So then they split
Right.
up, which we already know in horror movie terms, somebody gots to go if you split up. So they
Facts.
split when they split up, and Jerry, the way he emerged from the shadows, like, ta-da, bitch.
I will say like I have as far as like vampire movies go, like I have an appreciation for Fright Night. It might not because I don't think Fright Night when we did our top 5, I don't think Fright Night made it.
I think it did. I think it was on mine because Fright Night's always going to be on my list.
It might have been. It might have been. Yeah. Yeah. I think you took mine. That's what it was. You took mine. But
Yeah, Fright Night is always gonna be on my list.
but the appreciation that I have for Fright Night is the vampire stalking. Because he wasn't running after nobody. Yeah, no. He was gonna casually like stroll in that was that whatever type of coat he had on.
That trench coat that he
The
flapped.
trench coat, yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I'm kidding.
Hit the flop.
He tied it up. He tied it over. He tied it closed. It was the only vampire I know that didn't have the one that flapped in the wind. He's like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
Close mine up. It's cold out here.
Yeah. I saw Fright Night. I want to say, I think I was probably like, maybe like 14 at the time. I didn't remember. It's like going back and watching these movies. I just don't remember. Not Polo. But I think like you still take this movie and you have once again like an appreciation for like practical effects.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't it was CGI, but it was a lot of practical effects.
I have to say probably need to change my favorite scene. But it still involves Evil Ed. It's the werewolf scene when Evil Ed charges at Peter Vincent and he stabs him, and that whole reverse transformation, because up until then we've always seen the transformation to werewolf, and this is probably one of the first times that we saw the reverse, where we're watching somebody go from being a werewolf, although a vampire turning into a werewolf is kind of mind-blowing, but that's neither here or there. It's the 80s.
Yeah,
but just
I was
watching
gonna ask that because I was like, but it did. It took a long time to die. He said, "I'm gonna get the screen time in," cuz.
But it also takes a long time for a person to turn into a werewolf. I mean, they're obviously not in Fright Night because he turned into a werewolf pretty quickly in Fright Night. But if you watch like American Werewolf in London, or you've watched Wolfen, or you've watched I can't think of the other one right now, but if you watch werewolf movies, the transformation takes long. So I would just imagine that reverting back to being a human
in Twilight.
Don't mention that
Twilight,
trash.
they changed pretty fast. Underworld, they changed.
Thank you, Josh. The Howling.
Underworld, they changed pretty fast too.
And I think it's because in the past it did take so long for a werewolf transformation to happen. And so they was like, hey, we need to speed this up. Like it should be like, you could change on impact, and it ain't got to be a full moon. We just changing out here in these streets.
Right. Yep. The whole thing with Michael Jackson, and he changed into a werewolf.
Yeah, and I mean, same guy that did, Michael Jackson's Thriller also did American Werewolf in London. So yeah, not a Siberian Husky.
I ain't feel bad for Ed. Ed was stupid.
I felt bad for Ed in that scene. Yeah. Because he was crying and everything.
Yeah, he did.
Oh my God.
He said, "Oh, this ain't my fault." Yeah, it kind of is. Dog. You about to die. It's gonna happen. It's okay.
And Peter Vincent was crying at the same time too. I mean, that scene was a little much for the 80s.
What part made me mad though? So Jerry turns Amy, right?
Yeah.
I did like that they used like the trancing from vampires. I like that they did that because a lot of you don't see that in a lot of they more so stick to like, you know, it's not a lot of trancing, but I like that they use that. But when she turned, how she went from a pixie cut to a 20-inch bust down.
It's like the same thing with
She
with
she had
Claudia.
bumpers.
I'm just saying the same thing like with Claudia in the Interview with a Vampire. Like when you become a
I ain't like
vampire,
that either.
your hair
I ain't
grows.
like that either. I ain't
You
like that
get
either.
you get a bust down. You know
I
what
ain't
I'm
like that
saying?
either.
And plus
Like
she had to match
how
the person
she
in the
had.
picture.
I get it, but I ain't like it. Charlie was fumbling the whole movie though. Amy just was like, you know what, Charlie, listen, we've been together for a little minute. Go ahead, you know what I'm saying? It's yours now. Take it.
That
And
was
then she
after
got
she
mad. You
stopped
know what
him.
I'm saying?
She stopped him at first. She was like, no,
She
you know
was
what?
thinking about it though. She had to think about it.
Get your ass off me. Get off
She
me.
had to think about it. She had to think about it. She was like, you know, this your mama house, you know what I'm saying? We chilling, you know. But you know what, Charlie? Okay. All right.
She
Charlie
said,
said,
I'm
now I'm gonna watch
just
outside.
scared. I'm scared.
Yeah. Amy was a ride or die though. Amy was a ride or die.
Not at
Amy was
first.
a ride or die.
Not at first, because Amy was like, listen, if you're trying to use this whole vampire thing to try to get me back, it's not gonna work. Okay, I just want to let you know that right now.
I feel you, but she did drop. She had $500 on the cashier check that she gave Peter Vincent to come over there and play fakey fake.
And that's because she was trying to convince him that he was crazy. Like he was that he wasn't crazy. Like she was just like, okay, listen. Her and Ed got together and was like, hey, your boy tripping. So Ed was like, all right, look, let's go get Peter Vincent to convince Charlie that Jerry is not a vampire. And so, but all the signs was there. Like if I could, matter of fact, let me just go ahead and touch on it. How the hell did they get Jerry Dandridge's phone number? I'm pretty sure he wasn't listed in the phone book.
No. You're not gonna be able to list it that fast.
Right. He just moved in. That's true.
That is true though.
That is true. So for Ed to pick up the phone. No, not Ed. It was Peter Vincent. Peter Vincent picks up the phone, calls Jerry Dandridge, and says, hey, we about to come over to your house. And the first thing this man says is, you can't come over until nighttime.
Can't come over till nighttime. Oh yeah, I'm religious, so I don't be touching crosses. What?
Yeah, he was like, they was like, what about holy water? He's like, nah.
Sir.
And they was like, what? If I would have heard him say
y'all still
no
chose to
to
go
holy,
over there.
right? If he would have been like no to holy water, I'd have like, yeah. So that's all I needed to know. Click, your boy's right. Your boy's right. And no, he was like, no, it's just tap water. It's tap water.
Up. He's a vampire. I don't know.
Let's see. He don't like crosses. He wants us to come by the crib at night. We're good.
Stupid.
No, they show up to Jerry's
Jerry
house.
Was how old?
Ancient.
And Amy was how old?
A teenager.
The 80s was a wild time.
A senior in high school. Charlie was a super duper senior.
This is why I need my R. Kelly meme. Because
he was. So was Ed.
Because what you mean? Because what you mean?
He looked at Amy and was like, you remind me of something.
Jail. Go to jail.
Something from the past. Something from the past.
Go to jail. you should have been in jail.
Looks just like her, don't it? It looked just like her.
Then you able to get in the clubs and stuff with no ID?
That's how the 80s was. And matter of fact, they snuck
Not
it.
gonna
So,
hold
you know,
you.
that was them.
Not gonna hold
That
you.
was them.
Not gonna hold you. When he clapped up the two black dudes in the club, I was hot. It was a little hot. Not gonna lie.
Oh, Tyrone.
Their names didn't have to be Tyrone. I was hot though. Cause he got clapped up and he called for his homeboy. His homeboy got the business too. I said, is anybody gonna help?
You can't. Not against a vampire. As soon as I seen them eyes start to glow red.
Listen, I
Well, he was already
Blade.
dead. Never mind.
I would have called Blade.
Ain't no damn Blade right now.
Hey, Blade was actually around in the 80s, so I mean, it was.
I mean, comic book wise, but
Yeah.
not.
Oh yeah, Wesley Snipes Blade would have put Jerry on a t-shirt. I'm just saying.
I like the club scene.
Oh, the club scene in Fright Night.
Yeah, I like the club scene in Fright Night.
They was on the dance floor.
She hiked up that skirt. She was ready.
You feel me?
She was ready.
I said, oh.
She was ready. She said, he's like, nah, I ain't trying to say. She's like, boy, you better come get this.
She
It was it was the fact that Charley didn't call the police because he couldn't, but he got on the phone, and the first person he called was Peter Vincent. Me and Amy are trapped in this club. He's after us, and what is that man finna do?
Well, remember he called the one black dude from what's that black dude from? He's in a lot of movies. Huh?
He didn't call the cops. He called Peter. He called the cops first.
That's what I'm saying.
And then the cops
they said
came.
if he called him again, they was gonna arrest him.
He's gonna arrest him. So when they're in the club, he called Peter and was like, "Hey, we're trapped in this club. Jerry's, he's after us. The vampire's after us." And I'm like, "What is Peter Vincent gonna do?" What?
He's scared too.
He wouldn't have got there in time. No way.
That man left you to die.
That man broke his mirror after he saw Jerry for who he was and was like, "We need to go. Let's go right now. Come on. Thank you. This is fun. We're good." Didn't even think to pick up the mirror piece that fell on the floor.
That's how they got caught.
And that's exactly how they got caught.
That's how they got caught. I don't know, man. I don't know. I like so what was the friend's name? The enforcer dude?
Oh my goodness. Hold up. You know me. You talking about the dude that lived with him and the mom thought they was gay?
Yeah.
Billy.
Yeah. What was Billy?
Cole.
Billy was what was Billy?
He was basically a zombie.
A familiar?
Familiar. Well, not really a familiar, because when he started to die, he started to melt. And I was like, ain't no regular human doing that.
Gotcha.
So I feel like Billy was like Jerry Dandridge's like undead friend, but like undead not undead in the zombie sense that we think zombie, like undead in the sense of zombie, like under a voodoo spell type zombie. But like once he gets shot or whatever,
or he dies.
He dies. Yeah. Now he turned into apple jelly.
Yeah. I remember how we talked about what was it? How like the vampires be exploding. This one, everybody melted. I was like, ugh. Mm-mm.
That's a good, yeah, a Renfield.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. But
That makes sense.
it was it was that first night that Charlie saw what he saw. And Jerry was like, uh-uh.
You better see me clap these cheeks. I don't know.
Do you have it guts? Log off, Mo.
This is crazy. Um, I will say it was a lot of like 80s moments in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a lot of like you can kind of tell like how movies made around this time. Like you can see like traces of a Nightmare on Elm Street. Like it's always a person that really loves like horror movies and be falling asleep to horror movies and stuff in these movies, and it's like you start to realize that they all were pushing each other, like because the big horror like jump was around this time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they were all pushing each other to get all the movies out there. Peter shot Billy with the same gun that killed Nino.
You know what? Shut up, Mo. Shut up, Mo.
Bro, that gun was smoking. I was like, oh, he's shooting powder at this point. Cause what? It was a cloud. I was like, and I thought it was a prop gun.
No.
But like he was like, nah, he was like, yeah, if he a real human, I was like, oh, y'all going over there to murder somebody.
And that's what Amy said. Amy was like, do you realize that you're going over here to murder someone?
Mhm.
And Charlie was like, he already been into my house. Cause my
Mhm.
mama let him in.
Yep.
He's already been in my house. He gonna come kill me. But like you said, if Charlie, he even told him, mind your business. Mind your business, and I won't come back. I promise you
Mind the
this.
business that pays you. And
Right.
then
Watch
it
your
was
Fright Night.
and then it was he said, listen, man, I'm gonna leave you alone. I ain't gonna bother you. All I need you to do is just promise me that. Here go Charlie. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just listen to the man. Just he said, leave him alone. He ain't gonna bother you no more. He gonna leave y'all alone. Leave him alone. Let it go.
At this point, I got blackout curtains.
I don't see nothing.
That's facing that house. I have blackout curtains because I don't want to. If I hear somebody scream, I
somebody
don't know
start
nothing.
screaming, I'm gonna turn the music up. Yeah, it's crazy.
Fright Night gonna be loud as hell.
Just chilling. I don't hear nothing.
I mean, this man has already been in your house. He's been in your house. Your mom has invited him in. He can
There's
come
no
and go
escape.
whenever he please. And you still like, you know what? No, I'm about this vampire slaying life.
Mm-hmm.
Because your fear that he's going to kill everyone in town. He wouldn't even found Amy if it wasn't for you.
Yep. Wasn't looking for y'all. Now your mama seemed like she was on a little thought pocket out here. Like she might have went over there.
I'm about to say that.
She might have went over there because his mom was a little thought pocket. She was like, oh, oof.
She got flustered. Real. She like, it's been a while since we had somebody fine in the neighborhood.
I'm trying. She was trying to bake him a pie. What? See, mom was about to go over
Jerry's house and drop off this pie.
About to go over there and get turned out. Hey, I'm so glad I didn't come up in that era. Don't come up to my house bringing no pie. What you doing? Like, don't come over here and bring your peach cobbler, your famous neighborhood peach cobbler. Don't come over here with that mess.
She said the best way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
Don't come over to my house with your famous peach cobbler. Everybody lying to you, telling you it's good. No, no, I don't want it. I don't want it.
This man, Jerry, after being stabbed in the hand with a pencil, destroyed Charlie's car. We never saw it.
Never
We
seen
just
Charlie.
heard it.
I didn't know Charlie had a car.
Yeah, he
Yeah, I
pulled up.
did. Yeah, I did. He had that. And I was just like, destroy it, bro. It was already messed up. He did you a favor.
and then called him. And then called him on the phone.
You had to hoop you.
While Billy was wrapping up his hand, he called him on the phone and was like, I just destroyed your car. You're next.
I'll let you know that. Calling me to tell me that you messed my car up is pretty diabolical. Because why are you calling me to tell me that? Why are you calling me to tell me that you bullying me?
Hey, all Charlie had to do
was mind his business.
Period. He said, ignore what I'm doing. And baby, you live. Baby, I ain't got no quarrels with you. Understand this. Your mama done invited me now. Oh, it's on. Keep it up. I'm coming for your neck. Period.
Yeah. I've been like, you got it, dog.
I'm like, so you need me to walk you out the front, or you gonna take this window and just fly over?
That's cool. However you want to do this.
Whatever. I mean, I'm finna tell my mom to go give me these blackout curtains. I don't know nothing. I didn't hear nothing. I didn't call the cops on you. None of that. None of this ever happened. Do what you do, Billy boy.
I'm about to invest in some Beats by Dre. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start blending a lot. Start using my blender.
I'm about to become a DJ.
I don't need to hear nothing. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I got my shorty doo-wop, Amy. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be chilling.
Oh no, I would have told Amy stop coming over. We're gonna be at your house from here on out. It's a vampire next door. Amy can't come over no more. We're going to your house.
Amy, I hope your mama is cool as mine, because we about to be in your house for the rest of the year, the rest of school. Then I'm going off to college. You ain't gonna see me no more. Yep. I'm gonna get me some.
And what did he expect the cop to do?
I don't know. That's I don't know.
What did he expect the cop to do? If somebody called me and I'm a cop and it's like there's a coffin downstairs and that's where you gonna find Jerry Dandridge sleeping the undead, boy, you're going to jail. Turn around. Put these handcuffs on your back. Put these handcuffs on and get in the back of the car.
We're gonna go ahead and take you down to the station.
I'm not even taking you to the station. I'm gonna take you right over here to the psychiatric ward because you done lost it.
Yeah.
You finna be locked up for 72 hours. Your mama can come get you then.
I'm telling you this. Vampire tell me, hey, look, mind your business, nothing won't happen to you. You just need to mind your business. Mind it. Mind it. You got nothing to do with me. I don't even know who you are.
Jerry,
I can pass you by the street.
Jerry who?
I ain't never seen nobody named Jerry. Jerry Springer? Jerry
He'd have been outside carrying a bag and I'm like, taking out trash? Okay.
He could. I would have treated him like he looked in the mirror. I don't see nothing. That's crazy. I don't see a thing.
Like, he wasn't going after any high schoolers. Again, he was only going after women and men of the night. That's all he was going after.
And then he would have had what's the name, Mama?
Oh yeah, eventually Charlie Mama would have made her way over there.
Give it up.
But I
Charlie's
think
mama
Jerry
was
would
ready
have.
to toss it.
But I don't think Jerry would have went after Charlie's mama. I think because
She
he
too
showed
old.
up. I mean, not that. I think he would I feel like if Charlie would have just minded his business, he'd have been like, all right, your mama's off limits. She can drop off this pie, but I'm still gonna go out and eat something else.
She could drop off this pie. It's crazy. She could drop off this pie is wild. Oh Lord. Yeah.
So let's talk about the final showdown.
Yeah. Let's talk about.
Charlie is locked in a room with Amy, who is now become a vampire. And she ugly as hell. A jaw.
I don't like. She looked like she was a good 43 in the face.
And he run up on her. Oh no, this is after Peter told her. No, not Peter, but Jerry told her to wake up. She was over there shivering and shaking like a salt shaker. And she was sweaty, and then she sat up, and she was like, "Ugh," and I was like, "Ugh."
Back was sweaty. Back looked musty. Her back looked musty. It did. Her back looked musty.
But it was Peter versus Billy that did it for me. Because Billy just kept coming. Peter was like,
it's like, brother.
How many rounds did he put in Billy before Billy started to melt away?
That wasn't what made Billy melt. Billy got stabbed.
That's right.
That's what made Billy melt. I ain't know. See, but that's why the whole thing of Evil Ed turning into a werewolf confused me because he got stabbed with a stake in the heart, and I was like, wait. I mean, yeah, it would hurt, but that shouldn't kill him. But he's a vampire werewolf.
Yeah, it still would work though, because I mean, regardless of if you're a vampire or a werewolf, getting a stake through the heart, end.
Yeah, that's facts. I wrote that in my book, by the way.
He had that cross in the middle of his forehead too.
Yeah, he did, and it didn't go away. It didn't go away.
But they end up in the basement, and Jerry is in his coffin because that's where he retreated to. Why? Because the sun was coming up. My man said, "Forget Amy. I'm gonna save myself."
Yeah.
And jumped in his coffin. And so Peter and Charlie go downstairs, and they open up the coffin and stab him in the heart. This man said,
he got mad. Like,
man rose up like the Undertaker.
Cuz, you just gonna stab me in my bed like that, cuz? In my pity pasta pity? You just gonna stab me in my bed, cuz? I got my purple pillow behind my neck, just chilling. You gonna stab me in my sleep? All right, that's a bet. That's a bet.
So Peter is battling Jerry, and Charlie trying to fight off Amy.
Amy said, "You said you was gonna protect me."
Oh, that's when her face turned extra ugly.
Amy had like 3 different transitions. I was like, okay. Amy went. She went from like that sweet innocent schoolgirl, like that 16 candles girl, to like she went sexy vampire to ugh, what's going on with your face? She had the 20-inch bust down, you know what I'm saying, head down to her butt, you know, because she turned into a BB. You know what I'm saying?
Down to her chest.
She turned into a stallion out here. You know, she started bumping that new car that she had them bundles. And then, yeah, what's that, Marge? Yeah, she had them bundles, and then she just, like, oh, okay, well.
But the way they defeated Jerry was breaking all of the blacked out windows in the basement. He wasn't very smart for a vampire
At all.
Because I would have put like bricks up on top of those windows, so they're not easy to break out. But then again, Jerry didn't think he was going to get caught until a nosy ass teenager decided that he was going to be in his business.
Facts, though.
So, where do you rate this movie?
It's definitely like a 4, like a 4 for me. Like it's one of my favorite. Like, I mean, as you know, vampires are my favorite. So for me, like Fright Night is definitely top. For me, it's in my top 5 as far as like vampire movies. So yeah, I'll give it a 4.
I give it a 4.5 because it's not perfect. It's not a perfect vampire movie. Obviously, I grew up watching this movie, but it's also the 80s, so you have to kind of give it a pass.
Oh yeah,
for it being the 80s. Definitely a 4.5. Again, because a vampire turning into a werewolf is not the common lore.
No. And I'm okay with lore like changing. I'm okay because, like I said, when I wrote my book, I changed everything. Like I took a lot of stuff out, so I'm okay with like lore changing. It's just make it make sense.
Yeah. And he wasn't a traditional werewolf either. He was like a Siberian, like most dead. Like he also like a Siberian husky.
Yeah, he was a husky. I was like, hey man.
Yeah. But again, the moral of the story is the vampire moves in next door to you. Mind your business.
Mind your business.
Mind your business. Let him. If he ain't coming for you, do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Follow the lore you create.
That's facts.
So there is a sequel to this movie.
There is?
There is. The reason it's Fright Night 2. It follows Jerry Dandridge's sister.
I did not know that.
Yes, you can watch it now on YouTube. And I think they're in talks of actually getting ready to release. There was a whole battle about rights for this movie. But I think they're getting ready to release it on DVD or Blu-ray or something like that. I saw the news on it. But Jerry Dandridge's sister is the protagonist in, is that right? Yeah, that's right. In this one, and she has a crew. And one of them is a black rollerblader.
I've definitely got to watch it though.
And she has same, not same. She does have a muscle dude who is the undead, and all he eats is bugs, which that plays a part later on in the movie. Peter Vincent returns. Charley returns. Amy does not return. Evil Ed obviously does not return either. And but yeah,
even though he was laughing at the end of Fright Night, but yeah,
right. But honestly, I like Fright Night too. Not more than Fright Night, but I do like Fright Night. I did like Fright Night too. I used to watch that one too. Whenever USA Up All Night would do a double header, they would do Fright Night and Fright Night too. And for the love of God, don't watch those remakes.
I forgot who's in the remake.
Oh, it's
Is it
OMG. Josh is gonna put it. Josh is gonna put it in the chat. I already know. Colin Farrell. Thank you, Josh.
Colin Farrell? Yeah, I'm good.
Colin Farrell plays Jerry Dandridge in the remake. I don't know about Fright Night 2 remake. I honestly have not seen the Fright Night 2 remake. But if y'all get a chance, go watch Fright Night 2, the original.
I can't see Colin Farrell as I don't know.
It was something about Chris Sarandon being Jerry Dandridge, because don't get me wrong, he does look good, but Colin Farrell being it's just something about a vampire not being like ultra sexy. You know what I'm saying? That it does, like people are like, he ain't cute, but there's just something about him. And then you get Colin Farrell and you're like, yeah, we
so
see
they would
how
have did
you
it.
pull
So
it
they
off.
would have did it with somebody like, I guess, like Brad Pitt or somebody like that.
I mean, Brad Pitt was already a vampire. He looked good.
He was.
But he was also a handsome vampire.
He was not good in Meet Joe Black. I will tell you that much.
Oh no!
If you've never seen Meet Joe Black and you want to hear it, if you think Leon's accent from Cool Runnings was bad, go. I want to find a clip when he was talking to the one lady. Everything be Irie. Excuse you? What you just said, bro? If you don't know, in Meet Joe Black, Brad Pitt plays a Jamaican angel.
You know what? Nope. We're not doing this. No, we're not doing this. Nope. We're not doing this. We ain't doing this. We're not doing this.
Listen, if you want something to laugh at, go watch it.
Oh, and Fright Night 2 is set to be released on 4K and Blu-ray in 2026. So
okay.
But you can, like I said, you can go watch the full movie right now on YouTube, because that's how I watched it.
I'm gonna have to go watch it.
It's actually I thought it was really, really good. It carries on the campiness of the original Fright Night. It was made in 1988, so again, this is still the 80s, y'all. But again, Amy doesn't come back. Charlie's now in college, and he is now being stalked by Jerry Dandridge's sister.
I think that's what makes it like such a fun watch, because it is very campy. It doesn't take itself serious. It knows what it is and what content it's working with. So
right.
It's definitely excuse me. It's definitely a fun time. So yeah. What you got next on the list?
Clear. So, because I just found out that it's on Netflix now.
I know what you did last summer.
There you go.
I ain't gonna hold you. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
I was watching something else on Netflix, and just so happened to see I Know What You Did Last Summer was on Netflix, and I was like, damn, already? Okay. We're doing it.
The Long Walk just got to streaming as well.
It'll be on digital. Is that the 26th? I think it's coming to digital. And then it'll be on Blu-ray. It comes out on Blu-ray sometime October 21st. So this week, The Long Walk will be on digital. So go watch it.
Speaking of Long Walk, we got like 10 minutes. So if you got time,
I
to
got,
talk
you know,
about.
I always got time to talk about The Long Walk. One of my top 2 movies of the year.
It is it's top 2, and it's hard to say it is 2, but you know what I'm saying. It's only because a movie came out. It's hard to say if one would have came out first, which one would have been, and I think that's the only reason why.
Yeah.
I feel like if The Long Walk would have came out first, it might have been
It'd have been number 1. It'd have been number 1.
Yeah. So because I know we talked about this before, like we talked about the ending. I preferred the ending in the book. You said you liked the ending in the movie. Why did you like the ending in the movie more?
You know why?
You wanted
You know why?
I understand.
Because it's always it's I think the reason, and honestly, if y'all, and spoiler alert for those that have not seen The Long Walk and who have not read the book.
Go watch it and read the book.
Go watch both. The endings are different from the 2. So the reason why I like the movie ending is because I was so invested in that character. Not saying I wasn't invested in all the characters, but I was more so invested in him. I wanted, because he was the voice of hope. You know, he wanted to use his winning to change what life was like for them. You know, like and not just for him, but for everybody. He wanted to make it to where yes, the long walk would still happen, right? But if me and you were friends on the long walk and it got down to you and me, he wanted to change it so it would be me and you that would win.
Right.
And I think that's the reason why I like the fact that that ending went the way that it did. Right. And because the other guy, he was doing the long walk for the wrong reasons. If we want to be honest, right? He wanted revenge, which would have ultimately got him killed. Regardless.
But he also found out that he didn't really want to do this.
And exactly, like, so, like,
he
after
changed his mind.
He changed his mind after he saw his mama. He was like, I don't want to do this. I messed up. This is on me. This is on me.
I don't want to do this anymore. Oh no. I don't want to do it.
And don't get me wrong, I like the ending of the book too. I do, because it's obviously left open. You know, you don't know what happens. Both are. And that too. But you know, when he gets to the end and he just keeps walking. He don't even realize he won. He just keeps walking.
Well, I think like with the book, it's heavier in the sense that he saw more death than the others did. Because it's watching 100 people die versus watching 99 people die versus watching 49 people die is is different. But I also think that David Johnson's performance was very charismatic. So the people that realized that he did win weren't upset.
Yeah.
And it kind of went away from the obvious person winning.
Yes.
Because you always think that the main character, or the main person that they focus on, because they didn't show anybody else arriving, they only showed him. So you would think that person is gonna win. Like, I already know he's gonna win, because that's what I said in my head when I was watching. I was like, oh, I already know who's gonna win. And then we got to the end, I was like, oh, okay.
This is how I knew that the ending was going to be different. When they changed who the last 2 people were. Because remember, in the book, it was Garrity and Stebbins.
Right.
And then they changed it. In the movie, I was like, and that's when I knew. I was like, oh, we're about to get a different ending.
When that happened, I just thought they were gonna make it more emotional. I didn't know they were changing it to make the other one to make Peter win. I thought I was like, oh, okay, they're just gonna make it more emotional. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be more an emotional tie-in. Because when he went down, I was like, okay, it's over. Like, you know what I'm saying? Is it? He
I
gets
cried.
up.
I started crying.
He gets up and listen.
I started crying. I started
I
crying.
ain't cry, but like the thug in me had left. I was
I started crying. I started crying. I was like, this is. But
I've never sat at the end of a movie. You know, the only other time that something like that has happened to me, it was Endgame.
mm-hmm.
The first time I saw Endgame in theaters, and I just was like, oh, the movie not over with. Turn the screen back on. Turn the screen back on, please. Turn the screen back on, please. Why is it black? Why where's the little goofy thing at the end? Where we going? And it really sat you in the theater, and you was like, this is real.
Yeah.
And then, like, for this movie, it was such an emotional journey to get to where they got to, because like you're watching it, you see the first person go, and you like, oh well, then you realize you have to watch this happen.
Yes.
Like, you got to watch this happen over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And then you start to think like, okay, cramps happen, but what else could happen?
Oh, everything under the sun happened.
Oh,
you got the bubble guts. You don't. You don't try to run in front of the tank and got your legs ran over. You try to bolt for it, and
when they told that man to get up, I said, "Oh, this is diabolical." They start counting. He got his legs ran over by the tank. First warning, second warning.
And that's the crazy part. One kid is in the middle of the street having a seizure,
mm-hmm.
and they're counting.
Mm-hmm.
No, number 23, no, 9123, because 23 was our boy. Number 20, first warning. Number 20, second warning.
Second warning.
Number 20, third and final warning.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very much like the boys that are walking. Dude, you know he's not getting up.
Yeah.
You know he's not getting up. Why are we giving him warnings? Like he is literally having a seizure. He's not recovering from this. The one I didn't like was the one when the boy fell and he skidded across the he skidded across the road.
That was the most crazy.
That was fair. I didn't think that was fair. I said what y'all should have did is after you shot him, you should have shot the dude that made him fall.
Yep. And he had a mini crash out. Oh, I didn't do it. I didn't kill him. Yeah. Oh, yes, you did.
Yeah, you did. And that's one of the rules. That's one of the rules in the book is that you cannot interfere with anybody else on the walk. That's one of the rules. Yeah, he didn't touch him, but he literally was taunting this guy.
Yep.
Although he better than, I mean, I'm just saying that boy had some thin skin, because he would have been talking about my mom. I'm like, boy, I saw your mama. Never mind. You know what? I can't even say it right now. Because listen,
we would have been going back and forth. We would have been trading blows. You would have hated me as soon as you thought we would have stopped.
Bye, Josh. Good night.
See you, Josh.
Yeah, it could have been me.
It'd
have been me. It'd have been him. Like, yeah, I saw your mom on the street, and I'm like, yeah, well, your mom was giving hand jobs behind the
the general might be your pops. You know what I'm saying?
Just saying.
Say,
last time I heard,
kind of look like him.
I saw your mama come out. I saw your mama come out of his house.
You look kind of like him. I'm just saying.
In the nose.
If you had to give, who are your Oscars going to?
It depends on whether because I already know they're definitely, I can see Long Walk getting Oscar noms.
Oh yeah. Facts.
Sinners is definitely gonna get. If Sinners don't get Oscar noms, I promise you, I'm going to the Academy and flipping all their tables.
I
I'm a
feel like
football.
these two. I feel like these two movies are gonna clear house.
As they should. And
Um,
definitely Sinners is gonna win best costume because the lady that did the costumes for Sinners also did the costumes for Black Panther, and she
yeah,
knows her itch.
Ruth Carter.
Yeah, she
I
knows her
think.
itch. But if I'm gonna give out Oscars noms, definitely Michael B. Jordan because he played not one but two people for best actor.
Now, would he be best actor or best supporting?
He would be because technically Sammy is the lead in Sinner, so he would be best supporting actor. But then now you have Michael B. Jordan going against Delroy Lindo for supporting.
You do,
Because
but then
Delta Slim
but then you also got to think now you have them both going against. You have them going against each other. But then where would you consider David Johnson to be?
He would definitely see Dave. So that's the
Is he
thing about
supporting?
it. So in my eyes, he's not supporting because the story focused on him and Garrity from the jump because they showed up at the same time. They immediately linked as friends. I mean, they weren't even friends to begin with. They just immediately linked, and I think he would be, best actor for that, like not supporting. Like the supporting would go to the guy that played Garrity.
Okay.
Because
Now,
if you gotta choose one, let's choose the best.
now think about it. Where are you gonna put Mark Hamill now?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Definitely going under.
That's what I'm saying.
So that's what I'm saying. The supporting actor,
Yeah.
there's the supporting actor, thing is going to be stacked this year because everybody that did their thing in Sinners and The Long Walk deserves all the nominations that they get, and regardless of if they win or not, they deserve those nominations.
Correct. I've never seen Mark Hamill. Now, mind you, Mark Hamill has voiced the Joker. Yes, I've never seen Mark Hamill this evil before. Like, I hated Mark Hamill. Like, I was like, yeah, shoot, please shoot. Please shoot.
Yeah. My favorite part was when Garrity was like, "Will you shut up?"
Right.
Damn.
Yeah, he was tired.
All this talking, shut up. And he was like, "Yes."
That's the fire I like to
energy.
Hear.
Yes. I'm like, bruh.
He is sick.
I'm like, you better than me. I'd have threw something at him.
He is sick.
Team.
I was like, he is sick, man. But I really did, and I enjoyed both of these movies really, really, like really, really a lot. Like, and it's crazy because there's rarely a time where you have two movies that come out in the same year that give you different levels of emotions. Like we can go back to that music scene in Sinners all the time, but the emotion of the way that these guys got on walking for 2 hours, and you literally felt the exhaustion at the end of the movie, like you were walking with them. Yeah, like that's something to be said. So I mean, when we do our top movies of the year, like I dare somebody to find two movies that are better. If you can,
don't go on horror threads then. Don't go on horror threads.
What are they gonna say?
Because I've already seen people that was like, man, Weapons was better than Sinners. I was like, on what planet? What planet? Where? Weapons was better than Sinners. The Monkey was better than Sinners. And I mean, you know what? Have your opinions or whatever. But what you're not gonna do is
you about to play in my face. I know that.
Exactly. I talked to and actually I had a friend that I told him, I said, go watch The Long Walk. And so when he came back, he was like, man, that was the most boringest, stupidest movie I ever seen. And I said, how did you miss the message in that movie? And he was like, what message? I said, once again, when you have to remember that when you go into these movies, you need to go in with an open mind. And he was like, oh, I was going in with this. He's like, because he's a trainer. He's like, I was going in with the trainer mindset. And I was like, why? What, you thought they was just walking for fun?
Listen, Stebbins thought he was going, all that training he did was going to help.
Listen, Stebbins had Chuck Taylors attached to the back of his pack. I said, baby, if you walking in Chucks, just go ahead and walk your ass off the road so they can shoot you, because you ain't been made.
Hell, Garrity walked the last was with no shoes on.
Listen, he went and that's what he was saying. He was like, ain't no way somebody would have been able to walk that far with no shoes on. I said, you'd be surprised what the body can do when it's under stress.
Mm-hmm. You had to sleep. Had to sleep while they were walking, like.
And he was like, that was not realistic. I was like, again, you would be surprised what the body will do when it's under stress. And he wasn't walking by himself. Pete was holding him up the whole time he was sleeping as he was walking. But I also had to explain all the the messages in this movie. I said, you have to understand that there's a deeper message. Do you understand that we are literally moments away from being in this type of environment where something like The Long Walk or The Hunger Games is our form of entertainment?
Yeah. This
movie is deeper than what you think. It's deeper than just some boys out here walking to get money. It ain't even money that they like. Most of them was like, I want this money because I want to make the world better. Or except in that one kid, he was like, I just want to have sex with 12 women. They was like, what?
The one that's married.
The one that's married. I said, did y'all miss that little tidbit when we went back and watched this movie? Like, the kid was married. But he wanted to win the long walk so he could have sex with 12 women.
Mm-hmm.
But no, if y'all have not seen The Long Walk, it is going to be on digital on the 21st. I would highly suggest that you go and watch this movie. And again, watch it with a wider lens than just watching it. And also, when you're watching it, put your goddamn cell phone down and pay attention.
Yeah. Yeah, this was one of those movies where I was like, you know what? I'm not checking nothing. I'm not, because sometimes I gotta check the time. Like the only way I knew, I lifted my watch one time and I saw what time it was, but other than that, I was locked in. Like it's really one of those movies where, like I said, I would want to watch it again. I don't physically think I'll be able to sit through the movie again.
I've sat through it twice. The second time was even harder.
Yeah. See, no.
I took the kid to go see it because she wanted to see it. And I was like, all right. I said, if you feel like you are ready to sit through this, I will take you to go see it. That girl cried from the first kid all the way to the last one.
It's tough, man, because like you said, you really feel it, and it's like once it starts to dwindle down, you really feel that emotion.
Yes.
Like the last 4 or 5 like you was like, yo, can we just cut this off? Like, stop it. Just stop the thing. Like, and then you get down to the last 2 and you like, one of these guys has to go. I don't want
neither one of them to go.
Yeah. I'm like, I know.
I think the hardest one for me was not only the little Asian kid. It was Baker. The tall African guy. He was religious and his nose started bleeding to the point where it wouldn't stop, you know, and he knew that his time was up.
He told him to watch him.
Yeah,
Don't watch
you know, that right there was hard to watch, like, because he was hanging on and he was like, I'm done. Like, I can't keep going. And he's like, you know, just promise me, like, you won't watch. Like, don't watch. Don't watch. And, he stops, and yeah, like I think that's the part I ain't gonna say that's the first time I cried, because I pretty much cried through this whole movie, but I think I cried the hardest. That was one of the times that I cried the hardest, and I was just like, this movie is tough. This is a hard watch. It's almost like when Rue died in the Hunger Games. When Rue died in the Hunger Games, I wanted to flip.
I'm still not over that.
I wanted to kick everything over in the movie theater when I left, because that's how mad I was.
Rue, Dobby. Oh, listen. Yeah. Dobby wasn't supposed to go out like that.
Chrissy, there is a guy on YouTube, and if you hit me up on Instagram, I will send you the link. There is a guy on YouTube that reads The Long Walk, and when he reads it, he actually makes all the, he makes different voices for all the characters and stuff. I would say that's the best way to listen to it. Like, go and listen to it. Listen to this guy go read The Long Walk. I mean, I started out listening to it on Spotify, then I ran out of hours. And so then I just switched over to YouTube, and this guy stared reading, and I was like, I ain't going back. I'm not going to go back to Spotify. I'm just going to let this
I read it the hard way back in college. There was it's a journey, man. It is.
I tried to find the book in the library, and it was like already checked out. And I was like, duh, Mika, the movie's getting ready to come out. Everybody wants to read the book before the movie comes out. So I just listened to the audiobook.
You could probably find it on Amazon for like $60.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna go buy a book. I just want, if I can get it from the library for the free.
Yeah.
I couldn't listen to the audiobook on Libby either, because it was checked out, and there was like 25 people ahead of me, and I was like, let me find somebody that's reading this on YouTube. And then sure enough, I found somebody that was reading it, and then I honestly do want to go back and have him reread it again. Yes, there is an audiobook. But yeah. All right, y'all. Tuesday.
We will see y'all on Tuesday. You're not gonna get an outro because, once again, we going remote right now. So we'll definitely catch y'all right here on Popcorn and Your Beer Podcast. I'm your host, Rashad.
You can say your AKA. Freaking vampire. It's 69 God. Freaking vampire 69 God.
Y'all later. Peace. Deuces.